Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ADMP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where this green line here is coming from, and want to get things updated as I still had some questions, but it's kind of a tricky chart to, from a presentation standpoint, because there's a lot of it depends that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 11.27 seconds, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, then sure, from where the price was at its highs, with the pullback, yeah, there was a pretty deep pullback. But from the big picture of things, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And when you have higher bases over longer stretches of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are built. And I'm going to be talking about things from an overall chart perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably just had a different strategy, and plan going into the chart. So case in point here, and this is where I want to circle back to the green line that I talked about yesterday, down here at 465. I'm not saying this will happen, but let's say it does. Let's say the price ultimately does pull all the way down there, bounces around, and then heads back up. Again, I fully realize you couldn't care less if you're a day trader that bought, somewhere around here about this level. But from big picture, grand scheme of things, what would this give us? Well, you'd have a big base of lows right here. You'd have this previous set of lows right there. If you picture each one of those as stair steps, the stair steps are still going in the upwards direction from, the charting perspective. And that's what you want to see. That's what a truly strong move is going to do. It's going to make progress forward as time goes by. So, 465, if you haven't kind of connected those dots, definitely a very important level of support. Ideally speaking, which is somewhat of a buzzkill that it's looking like it failed during the final portion of the day. If the price can stay up above that 520-ish area, that would certainly make the chart look the strongest. But like I said, during the final portion of the day, looking like the price is trying to push down through there, but it's still within the range. Remember, supports, resistances are not exact specific prices. There is a range element that comes with it. So I would still consider that part of the range of the support. So I'm still going to consider and say that the price has a chance of holding strong, and that would definitely be the ideal level. As far as resistances, in my opinion, no point in talking about resistances right now, because key priority right now is going through a healthy consolidation and building a higher base, because with higher bases over time, the long-term chart will take care of itself, which includes breaking areas of resistance. So pull back today, yeah, but from the grand scheme of things, bulls still have an opportunity to build some overall stair steps. So we'll see if they can get that done or not next week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.